Okay, well, welcome to our next video, which is going to be hair coloring at home. It's also good for you hairdressers to know how to do this, or you women out there, you can have your boyfriends, partners, whoever do this same color. I'm going to show you mainly the application today, but I will tell you that I'm going to use professional color. My next video will use store-bought color, which is fine too. Color is color. There's no mystery to this. So on my model today, she has dark to medium brown hair. She wants to go lighter. She wants to look peppier. So what we're going to do is we're taking a tube color, happens to be a number 9 mixed with a number 10, and I mix it with peroxide, 20 volume peroxide. Comes out like this in the bowl, and I use this to mix it. It's a whisker. This little whisk goes around. Okay. So the first thing I do is I divide the hair into 4 parts, okay? 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you can start in the back or on the sides. It doesn't matter as long as you move along quickly. So I'm going to start her on the sides, and I'm going to show you how easily it is to apply. Now this is for you. It's a brush, a bowl and a brush. We're going to start by going right into the hair, and just because it's a retouch, we're just going to go in. It's like painting a wall. You go in, and I think you can show this part here where I put it in. And we're going to do the 4 sections to start. And I'm just painting it on. I make sure I cover it. And because it's a retouch, like I said, it's just over. My next video is going to feature right from the scratch, so it'll show you a little more intimate way to color. But see what I'm doing here? I'm actually making the sections useful. Now, is it really difficult? Only the first time you do it. Once you do it, it's done, it's repetitious. The important thing is that you pick out a color that works for that person's hair. Now you can see from what I've done, this is how dark her hair is. This is the lightest color. And I know, because I've done her hair before, I know that this is a 9-10 combination. And this is just the consistency of sour cream. You don't have to measure it out. You can, if you want to get fancy, you can measure it out by weight and do equal parts. 2 parts of this, 2 ounces of that. Don't have to do that, okay? You'll be fine. It's very difficult to make a mistake with the colors today. They're fairly easy and forgiving. Okay, so now I'm going to come over to this side. I'm going to start on this section. You see I have my 4 quadrants done. I take this end of the brush that I'm using, my little paintbrush. Pull it open, hold it up, dip it in the color, and paint it on. Now, how high do I go? I can see how high I go. This is called a retouch, so I only go from there to there. I'm going to pick up another section, approximately 1/4 inch section. I go like this. And while you're doing this, I don't want you to do anything else. I don't want the TV on. I don't even want you talking. I just want you to go right through and do it. Now, a lot of the home hair colors are done the same way. You mix them up and you put them on. Today, coloring is different than when I started off, because when I first started off doing hair color, I got to tell you, the population was much fussier than it is today. People are very forgiving. They're very cool about getting colors that aren't necessarily perfect. Years ago, when I started off, everybody was so afraid of, if they had blonde hair, they didn't want any red. Oh, I can't have any red, so you got to drab it as much as I can. That's gone now. People don't think that way. People are much more open about having color as long as it looks good on them, okay? That's the important thing. If you make a mistake, guess what? If it's too light, you can cover it with a darker brown. If it's too brown, you can cover with a lighter color. So I'm going to go right over to the other side right now. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to have my client hold the color in her hand so I don't have to reach over. It's very important that you get going, work it on very quickly, and especially that hairline. Now, with my client here, there's maybe 2 or 3 grays. That's it. So you don't have to worry about it. If your client or if the model has a lot of gray, make sure you leave it on the full amount of time and you check it. And so I paint it on. I paint the first section up. Watch. I'm going to do it now. Dip it in. I paint the first section up, and then I come down with that same section, same amount. Because you don't want to run out of color. You want to make sure you have enough. So I paint the first section up, and then I come down with that same amount of color, okay? Pretend it's paint. Hold it up. Do the first section up, and then come down. For those of you who subscribe to my channel who are students, this is the correct way to do color in your salon. For those of you who are doing it at home and want to save yourself $150, and I'm all for that in this economy, part of my videos is to help moms, help college students, help people save money here and there. Now, you professionals, I'm not going against you professionals, because there's always a need. There's always people that, first of all, don't want to do their hair at home. They think it's too messy. Second of all, there are people that can afford to spend a lot of money on their hair. Think about Newbury Street in Boston, Rodeo Drive, and they don't mind. That's fine for them. And you know what? That's fine for you hairdressers out there to charge that, because you're professional and you can get it, and it's in the salon. It's a little bit easier than going to the kitchen sink. So I'm for both groups. I'm not anti, and as I showed you with my boy's haircut originally, it's for everybody. We're democratic. Make hair great again. We're doing it. We're making hair the right way, the educated way, the professional way, for both sides of the coin. For people that need to save money, people that want to save money, people that don't want to go to the salon, and for people who do go to the salon. So let me just go ahead, watch. Hold it up. Notice I'm wearing a glove. Easier, I don't want to have brown fingernails. I don't have to worry about my hands getting dirty. It's clean, it's a sterile environment. Go up and then down. See it? I'm sure you can do it. And the back of the hair, this area of the hair, is more resistant than any other part. It has a stronger blood supply because this is the blood supply that goes into the brain. So it's a little more resistant with that strong blood supply. So we want to really color that keratin in the hair because that's what we're working with the protein in the hair. And that's why we use peroxide. Peroxide is the ingredient that gives it the push. Gives the color, allows the color to come in. And notice I'm not going real gentle. I want that hair to be covered. Take it down. And look at this. I've got 1, 2, 3 done. This is my last one. I'm going to let my client relax. My model. I'm just go on to that last piece. I go up here. I hold it up. It's in. It's on. And that's it. I'm going to go very slowly all the way down. Here we go. Don't have to say too much, just have to work. Go down, up and then down. Look. 1/4 inch of hair, straight line. And always looking at my color and make sure I have enough left to finish the whole head. That's what I'm doing. I want to have, there's the brush. There I go up, there I go down. I've been coloring hair a long time. I've seen a lot of colorists that don't know what they're doing. And it's very sad to see that because they don't really think about that person that they're working on. I'm not tugging at the hair. Hair's very fine, so I want to make sure I do a good job. Over. Here's that resistant part again. I got to make sure I get it in there. Notice I have a towel around her neck and I have a cape on. If I spill any, I have to be very careful. Now, what am I going to do with the rest of this hair? I know We want to brighten that color up. Also, hair color does another thing, gives the hair a lot of body. So I want her to have some of that body in there. So I'm going to paint some of this extra color all the way through, okay? The way I do that is I get everything down, take my fingers, don't need a comb, and I just hold the bowl and brush like this. I'm going to paint down. Notice I'm holding the brush this way, the long way. Bring it down, bring it down. Take this hair here. Okay. Now, I want the roots. The roots are going to take fast because the hair is warmer there near the scalp. So the roots are going to take fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that a head start first. And we'll just let that sit. Pick it off. So what I did once I completed the color, I let it sit for 30 minutes. That 30 minutes time was enough. I rinsed it at the sink, and I rinsed it for quite a while, and I mixed it with I mixed with what I had left over. I mixed it with water, and I ran it through the hair. What that does is it makes sure that I get an even color from roots to ends, okay? I completed that. Then I just took a really good shampoo, blended it in, rinsed that off. The shampoo, the purpose of the shampoo is to stop the color from going even more and more and more and activate it. So it deactivated the color. Took a good conditioner, and this is what we ended up with. I'm just going to show you this so that you can see the difference in color. In a few minutes, I'm going to come back and blow dry the hair, and you're going to see the exact color, okay? I want to show you the finished results, how we did the roots. We came down to the ends. I combed it through. We left it on there for a few minutes. Look at the shine in the hair. You can come around the hair and look at it. Over here, you can see the hair, how beautiful it looks, how shiny, and how it gives it so much body. Look at it. And that's what hair color does, even on fine hair. And then we'll get the gradations of the hair, and it's beautiful. Thank you very much. If you have any questions about my color, you can email me on my YouTube channel, okay? See you next time.